I'm Connie Chung. Tonight on NBC Nightly News, the president of Uganda is overthrown in a military coup. We'll have details. California officials have launched a widespread search for killer bees, which not only threaten crops but attack people and animals. And the 100th anniversary of the All-American hamburger. Those stories and more tonight.
In the Dodger dugout, among many, Bob Baylor, who just made a remarkable play.
Look how close he is to the line, even though Durham is a left-hand batter, and only that allowed him to make the play. It's still a tough play, comes up with it, and sacks a good play at second base just in time to get him.
And you know why Baylor was guarding the line? The pitch before that was fouled off by Leon Durham was clocked at 99 miles per hour. Fly ball to right, coming in is Moreland, biting the sun, one away. So Yeager flies to right.
Guarding the line in the 8th and 9th inning by the first and third baseman, many times I'm against it, because I consider that the same as the prevent defense in football. All it does is prevent the team from scoring in a hurry. But on that particular play, that had to be a factor of him, which is a good point. 99 miles an hour, he's not going to pull that ball.
With one away, here's Bill Russell. Russell, playing it short, 2 for 4, was robbed of a third hit by Moreland. Good off-speed pitch by Ron Meredith. 1-1.
I'll tell you guys on the cameras, you've really done a job today.
Everybody. With John Gonzalez, George Finkel, it has been a dandy. There's Bob Baylor hitting in the number 2 slot, where Cabell started. Lifted to Moreland in right. Keith has to hurry and does just that. So 2 down in the 8th inning, and Baylor, who was on the line and made a fine play on Leon Durham, will be coming up. You know, that to me is the most difficult thing of all. They always say about, boy, pinch hitting is so tough. You have to come off the bench cold. That's not really true. No one expects much of you anyway. But they put you in for defensive purposes, ice cold in the 8th inning, even on a hot day. Now you're talking about a tough assignment.
And Lasorda made 2 of those moves. Let's not forget Yeager.
Yeager, too.
And he had Dernier, an outstanding runner. He did end up getting Sandberg, but he was put in specifically to stop Dernier.
2-0, the count of Bob Baylor. Baylor hitting .236. He's been on and off the disabled list, so he hasn't had very many at-bats. 2 down, bottom of the 8th, 5-4 Dodgers. When the Cubs bat in the 9th, boy, don't go off. They've got Moreland, Say, and Spire. Sandberg is fighting the glare and handles it. The Dodgers are gone, and at the end of 8, Dodgers 5, Cubs 4.
Ride and handling, another demonstration of Ford quality.
To most American drivers, this is what driving is all about, cruising down the highway with the family. That's why we've designed nitrogen pressurized gas shocks into the Mercury Grand Marquis. They help give this car a softer ride without sacrificing handling control. If you like cruising down the open road, you're gonna like this feeling.
Ford, you'll feel the quality, because quality is job one.
Forget everything you know about shaving and get ready for the extraordinary. Extra rich Edge Gel with more rich moisturizers and 40% more lubricant than the leading foam. So you get down where you want to be, close, and feel good about it. Smooth, comfortable. Extra rich Edge Gel. It's not your ordinary shave.
When you buy a new car, you want to keep it looking new. And that's easy with Armor All Protectant. A scientific formula that took a polymer chemist 10 years to develop. It helps keep rubber, vinyl, leather, and plastic looking new. So even though you can't keep your car from getting old, you can keep it from looking old. Armor All. It's science, but it works like magic.
I never let those years in the spotlight go to my head. There are no stars on Potato Farm. Everybody's the same. I lived a simple life here. A really good life.
There's still a place where people don't forget where they came from. A place where beer is beer, and the brand is Miller.
Miller's made the American way.
Miller Beer. Purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Miller's made the American way.
Ninth inning, Moreland, Say, and Spire coming up. 5-4 Dodgers, fouled away, 0-1. The Major League Baseball Game of the Week brought to you by Ford, who invites you to drive the new Ford Escort. Have you driven a Ford lately? By today's Head and Shoulders for dandruff care that's good for your hair. By Miller Beer. Miller made the American way since 1855. And by Midas for mufflers, brakes, and shocks. Trust the Midas touch. Mariano Duncan takes over for Bill Russell in the ninth inning at short. 2 balls, 1 strike. Boy, if that speed gun is right, Howell is really throwing hard. He's been from 93 to 99 consistently. 2-1 to count. Fastball, and it's a hopper to Sachs. Juggles, gets him. That was a 95. The executive producer of NBC Sports is Michael Weissman. The coordinating producer for NBC Baseball, Harry Coyle. The telecast of today's Game of the Week has been produced by George Finkel, directed by John Gonzalez. Pregame produced by Les Dennis, technical directors Ray Figelski. Our thanks to Ross Schneiderman and Ricky Diamond, and a cast of many, bringing you the wildest game this side of Barnum and Bailey. And here's Ron Say. Grounded out, popped up, and then homered, and gave the Cubs a brief 4-3 lead. Strike. Due up after Say is Chris Spire, and Richie Hebner is on deck. There he is. 0-1 the count to Say. The Padres defeated the Cardinals. The Dodgers trying to win and maintain a 4.5 game lead. 1-1 to Say. That's a strike. That was a breaking ball. 1-2 the count.
Sounded fast, Vin.
Yeah, that's that old gag where the hitter turns and says, that sounded high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-4 Dodgers, top of the ninth inning. Got it. And it was a 95-mile-an-hour pitch that punched him out. So Richie Hebner will come up with 2 out in the ninth inning, and the Dodgers leading the Cubs 5-4. Hebner batting for Spire. Hebner has been a wonderful pinch hitter, hitting .367 with 11 RBIs. He leads the National League in pinch hits and pinch RBIs. So he has quite an assignment. He has 1 home run. He hit it back in May against the Padres. He hit 2 last year. So Fry is almost out of ammunition. Steve Lake is giving way to Davey Lopes in the on-deck circle. Lopes has not made an appearance in the series, and this is game 3 of the 4-game series. But he's that close. 1-0 the count to Hebner. That's in there. The Dodgers trying to make it 8 out of 10 on this homestand. And their 18th win in the month of July. You have to go back to the '66 Dodgers. Most successful Dodger team in July. And Hebner down to a strike. This week's NBC Light Beer from Miller player of the game is Oral Hershiser. Light Beer from Miller happy to present a check for $1,000 in the name of Oral Hershiser to help fight multiple sclerosis. He allowed only 1 earned run. 1-2, and the crowd wants it to end right now. Foul back. The 1-2 to Hebner. Lasorda, Perinoski, and the rest of the Dodgers one strike away from a very tough 5-4 victory. Popped in the air at shortstop. Both Duncan and Baylor called. Duncan for the catch, and the Dodgers hang on and win it. Kenny Howell gets his 11th.